Hey guys and gals. So what we're gonna do today is I'm going to wrap my leather dash pad from a 2013 to 2016 Dodge Dart. I'm going to be wrapping it in this skull fabric pattern that I got from Walmart in the fabric section. One thing you want to make sure of is that this here is going to be the side that is closest to you as the driver, and then it's going to go in. This is going to be towards the front there, the bottom of your windshield. So you want to make sure that whenever you're putting the fabric down, that your pattern that you have is facing out and not in. That is really easy to do, and so yeah, just make sure that's that way. What you'll need to do is get a clean microfiber towel. I've already wiped it down with rubbing alcohol, get all the dirt and everything off of it. And then the next step will be to make sure that when you're gluing on, have cardboard or something that you can glue to, that you're not going to get glue on your table or anything. So let's go ahead and get started. You're going to need a pair of scissors to cut your fabric with. I use this Gorilla Spray Adhesive. You can get it at the craft section at Walmart as well. Works pretty good. So let's go ahead and get started. I apologize for the small space. I'm in an RV, so space is kind of limited. Lots of people have asked me to do videos on kind of my interior and what I do. So now that I'm getting ready to wrap this thing for Halloween, I wanted to go ahead and take the time out to do so. So what you're going to want to do is also kind of follow how they did the leather when they wrapped this. You want to make sure that your tabs that go into the dash are not covered. Otherwise, if they're covered with fabric around here, they're not going to go in. And I'll normally go probably to this center mark here, um, around, and same here. I'll go probably to this edge here, around, just making it tight. The biggest issues I think you're gonna have, and that I had in the previous rep in my previous pad, was this corner here because it's a point. Making sure that that's pointed and not bunched up, and then this point here as well. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but other than that, it's pretty well straightforward. So I'm going to put this on pause for a minute and get my fabric laid down, and then I'll resume and we can go from there. Alright, so we got the fabric laid down. It's facing the right direction. And so what we're going to do is... so what we're going to do is, what you want to make sure is that you have enough fabric to go around. So like here, so yeah, there's enough fabric to basically reach the other side of this on the smaller end. But on the bigger end, you only have, say, about an inch or so. You want to make sure that you have plenty of space to cover it, because you can always trim more off, but you can never get back more once you've trimmed it off. So it's always to be safer than sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and cut out the fabric along the bottom there, make sure that it's good, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I got it all cut out now, and so we're going to go ahead and start the process of gluing here, which I will have to set you down and try and get the camera focused on where I'm going to be working. So let me go ahead and pause this one more time, and then I'll be right back with you. Alright, so I got it set up here. So now, come on around here. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and make sure that I got my cardboard out here, so I'm not going to be overspraying or anything here. Get my fabric laid back up. You want to make sure you give this a nice good shake. here. So it's kind of like using a airbrush can. If anybody's ever used a rattle can to, basically spray paint anything, kind of let that sit for about 5 seconds or so. And what you want to do is lay enough fabric over that you're going to have plenty to cover, and then really smooth this out. And for me, I had I went and bought a window can a while back, and it came with one of these. So what I'm going to do, well, that don't work very well. Don't use these. They don't work on that well on fabric. So go ahead and smooth this out. And notice I only did a little section up here instead of doing the whole thing. That way I work it and make sure it's nice and firm before I get to one of my other spots. Now I'll come back over here and work this here. A little bit on the fabric there. Let that sit for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and pull it tight. And see what I'm doing? I'm making a mistake already. I didn't leave myself enough room on the end here, so when you do that, you gotta come back and try and do it all over again. So it's trial and error. This is only really the second dash pad I've done. So it's just trial and error, making sure you get it, and then you want to make sure that whenever you get ready and everything, you're pulling it like this. You're pulling it so it's nice and tight. And then I'll come back in a minute and show you guys more what it looks like and how to tighten everything else back up pretty well. Alright, so this is what I've gotten so far. So we're going to go ahead. I got everything glued up here, all the edges and everything. So this is what it's starting to look like. Got the edges here. Gonna do this in a 2-part series. So this is gonna be it for the first one because I don't want to make the video too long. But it's already running up to 9 minutes. So I'm gonna do this was the first one, and then when I come back to do part 2, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up where I left off here, and then we'll get everything cinched down here, glued in, and get it trimmed, get it in the car, see what she looks like. Hope y'all have a good day. Enjoy.